Hi everybody, welcome to Eating Peace, it's Grace. So this week I thought I'd share something about a question that I've gotten from time to time and that I always bring to people who are in the Eating Peace retreat, and we'll be doing it in the Eating Peace process that's coming up, but working with people, individually too. And that is comparison of yourself with someone else, particularly with the body, but even just looking at what they're eating over there. You know, we've all noticed that kind of moment in time, comparison, looking at what someone else has. And it can be really stressful and painful when it comes to body image, things related to weight, and what we've linked closely together with the world of food and eating. You know, what this body shows, how I'm walking around in it, what it means, what it looks like. The muscular structure, the weight, is somehow tied, connected closely. It's demonstrating something about me internally and what my activities and behavior are with food and eating. Now, in some ways, that's true, right? You know, you are an Olympic athlete training for some incredible race of a lifetime, and all that training and athleticism and work and muscle building and weightlifting and incredible physical training brings you a really amazing physique. Your body image is extremely tough and very strong and very muscular. The thing about that is the way that what I'm speaking to today is watching whatever is over there, thinking of that better place. Sometimes it's just simply a better version of me. I have this version of myself in my own mind, a fantasy version of me, that it looks like that other way. You know, I want to get there, not here. What's here is not good enough. This is not going to work. The other day I was working with somebody who didn't necessarily have eating issues, but she was very concerned about her aging. And she felt even like when she looked at it, she thought, I'm not really that concerned about my aging. I can see my wrinkles. I'm accepting them. Things are matching up for my age. I actually look pretty good. But she was feeling offended by an adult daughter saying something about her looks and her age, something to do with hair color or whatever. And she just felt offended and felt this little flurry of, I'm doing pretty good for my age. And anyway, it just brought up all those body image, comparisons and ideals that have to do with your looks. And that is so deeply why many of us begin to be concerned about our food and eating and then get obsessive. For many people, including me, the way trouble with food and eating kicked off was having a deep desire to look like the Olympic athlete in my situation, to somehow that was going to mean that I would be revered and admired and I'd have it together. So here's what to do if you just notice yourself comparing you and your body with anyone else. It can happen suddenly when you're suddenly in the presence, you're on a beach somewhere and other people are in their bathing suits and you feel like, oh my God, I don't look that good at all. I'm going to hide myself. You just watch these stressful experiences of lack of freedom. All right. So the way I love to work with that, here's what I can invite you to do today, an exercise. First, answer this question. What is it that person with that thing that has that body that I want, and this can be anything that has that, whatever it is that I want over there, they've got it, that you feel like a craving for, or a desire, or a wish. I wish I was like that. I wish I was like that. What does that person have that you believe you do not have? What's possible for them? What's available to them? You really consider and answer these questions. You can do it in writing. That movie star who looks so amazing, and has the perfect body and is wealthy, and has it all, according to our cultural success model. What do they have? What does having it all actually mean? What does it offer? Happiness, peace, contentment, joy, a partner. Just see what it is that you think it means. Often it doesn't begin to hold up very well. You realize that your ideas about what it means when somebody looks like that, what it means about their personality, sometimes we'll I think what I always wanted when I wanted to be a really tough, strong athlete, and for people to perceive me that way, is I wanted to be seen as tough, so don't mess with me. So inside there was like a core, was actually kind of afraid of other people. Very extremely introverted. Still am. Best day ever might be being alone all day. It's kind of weird. Not everybody loves that. Don't mind silence. Kind of like it. Just sort of tend to be like a quiet-ish personality. Nervous even about being out in the open. Kind of funny that I even do these videos because they are exposing. But I just know to share it. Somebody said share, and I am sharing. So what do those people have? What's possible for them that is not possible for me, that I don't feel on the inside of myself? I definitely didn't feel strong, dynamic, clear, able to make really solid boundaries. I sort of practiced being too nice and friendly, and was worried about criticism from others and judgment from others. That was definitely an automatic reaction, is to be very kind and nice and gentle, even no matter what I felt on the inside about people. So I didn't feel really strong, like I wasn't a good caretaker to me, because I didn't let myself even have my own opinions or preferences. I definitely never let myself say no when I was 14 or 15, and here comes this eating disorder. It's interesting that the eating came on. It was like an overwhelming tidal wave of wanting and desire, and I am going to get this, the thing that I want. No barriers. I'm just going to do whatever I want. It has to be in secret. Winds up causing a lot of suffering. Very intense and difficult, but like that overwhelming urge to grab and get and give myself something. Finally, I was getting it in these experiences with food and eating. So even if you have it at a much lower scale, the wanting, the desire, the craving, going to go grab that thing, you can see what do you think is missing? What do you need that's missing? Sometimes that's exactly what you think is in those other people who are thin and free and rich, and you can see the garbage truck coming in the background over here. Just the perfect timing, right? Yes, because it is sort of a garbage of the mind. I don't like using that term necessarily with the mind so critical sounding, but it doesn't hold up. It's not actually true. So whatever you think those people have who are thin, very interesting. You can do the work of Byron Katie on it, which I always invite people to do. Write a worksheet. Write down all your thoughts. Writing a worksheet means identifying the thoughts that you have that are stressful about those other people. Often they're going to be targeted maybe to you, but what do they have? And they can feel like favorable thoughts. She's got money, wealth, fame, happiness, freedom to do whatever she wants. She can fly anywhere in the world she wants to. She can be admired by people. Just really sit with it and see, what do they have? What do they have that I think I don't? What do they have, though? And you can take those beliefs to inquiry. Is it true? Is it true that person with that amazing body, is free, is happy, is at peace, is supported, secure, strong, able to speak their boundaries and say no clearly to people, communicate well with other human beings? Are you sure they can do that? Sometimes it's not true at all. So there may be benefits for you having exactly the body you have at this particular point in time, even though I know it doesn't feel like it to some. But just to see what those are, and then use the 4 questions, the work of Byron Katie, to question your beliefs that are stressful about that other kind of body that you wish you had. And then even see if that's not possible to have this other ideal body that's much better. If you realize that's not true, if you're not looking for another body and therefore not changing your eating and your behavior and your relationship to food because of a better ideal body, if you're just doing it because you really want to know the truth and you want to be living in peace and eating peace, very different motivation, freer motivation, more curiosity, more exploring, then this dynamic with food becomes more of a moment to moment, just today. How am I being with food? And why, if I'm not peaceful, why not? What else do I need? What's going on? Getting to know myself better. All right. Let me know how it goes. If you have any questions, this is a good one for writing. Grace@workwithgrace.com. Okay, take care.